I hear you. Penn State, Iowa, ABC regional game.
Penn State, close one, field goal. No style points for Penn State.
I disagree. I think Penn State, after a close game with Ohio State a couple weeks ago, they've had a bye week to get healthy. Darryl Clark, I think, has a big day. I think they get after Iowa. It'll be tough early. Eventually, they pull away, win big.
The hardy fans of the Midwest braving the cold and wind of eastern Iowa. Those record highs of 5 days back have turned to early November bluster. ESPN's presentation of college football on ABC, presented by Best Buy. It's the final road trip of the year for Joe Paterno's unbeaten Nittany Lions. It's Big Ten weather for a huge Big Ten game. Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, where the Hawkeyes waiting and in the way of the number 3 team in the country, the Nittany Lions of Penn State. A cold, windy day. It was 74 about 4 days ago. Now it's more like it should be for the Big Ten. 36 degrees, 25 the wind chill. The wind is blowing like crazy, and we have had snow much of the morning, on and off. We expect more today. This is a team that 5 of the last 6 times they've met the Nittany Lions, they have won. 2 of those have been in overtime in 02 and 04. As you take a look at the Big Ten standings updated right now, the winners today, Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan, and Wisconsin. But more importantly, look who's on top, and look who's got a chance at a national championship. The only problem is these guys are in the way. Here come the Hawkeyes. And we've been here before, Bob Greasy, and we've seen it happen before. Iowa coming in with an upset on their mind. But Penn State, 9-0. You want a playoff, folks? You got one in the next 3 weeks. Yeah. Nittany Lions undefeated, and their quarterback back and ready to go.
Well, their leader, Darryl Clark, is back from La La Land. 2 weeks ago, a concussion. They didn't have a ball game last week. Here's their leader having a great year. He's back and ready to play. Now, Penn State needs to win, obviously, but they need style points. They need to win impressively. They need some pizzazz, because all the other teams in the top 5 in the nation are winning with big numbers and big pizzazz.
But
now, we've got a lot of change going on in this country. I talked to Joe the other day, and he says, well, I can change. You know, I might be able to, you know, if it's 35-10, we may run up some more points. So they need a big win here today.
Joe coaching from the press box for the 5th week in a row because of that bad hip. But they've got to beat Iowa. And, Paul, can Iowa beat Penn State?
Well, I talked to Norm Parker, the defensive coordinator, Ness, and he told me, he says, what we have to do to beat this team is not slow down the run. We have to stop the run. We got to take the ball out of Evan Royster's hands and put it in Clark's hand. And I talked to Ken O'Keefe, the offensive coordinator. You know what he told me? Truthfully, we cannot make one mistake in this game. We cannot put the ball on the ground. We can't give him anything. And we got to hope they kind of help us. You know what? And they also need Sean Green to get his 10th straight 100-yard game. And that's, if you want to know about the weather, the track down here is beautiful. The grass is dry, everything's good, but the wind is gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. And whenever quarterback throws the ball well today, wins.
Well, Kirk Ferentz has got a team that's very tough. Penn State knows that. Can they pull a shocker today? We'll find out in a little bit. Just about set for the Hawkeyes and the Nittany Lions. Before we kick it off, we go to the 4th member of our team, Stacey Dale. Stace?
Well, Brad, for Iowa this week, being the spoiler, certainly something on the minds of players and coaches. In fact, I spoke with running back Sean Green this week, and he told me that on Thursday, just before practice, players walked into their locker room, and in their lockers, they found a white sheet of paper. On that sheet of paper listed 9 different BCS upsets from last season. At the bottom, the matchup of Penn State, Iowa. Big question mark beside Iowa, and the question framed, who's next? So as I bring in the head coach, Kirk Ferentz, Coach, what do you guys have to do today to take down this undefeated team?
You know, Penn State's got a great ball club. They're strong at every position, veteran at every position. You know, basically, you just have to play your best, and you hope that they help you a little bit, but you can't count on that, so we've got to play our best.
Coach, how do you look to attack Darryl Clark, their quarterback today? He's coming off the concussion.
You know, the thing that impresses me about Penn State, they're so balanced offensively and defensively, so you can't load up for any one area. He's had a tremendous season. He's a big part of their success, and we're going to have to play honest against them.
Coach, how does this wind affect your team?
That's going to affect both teams. You know, I've always felt wind and crowd noise are probably the two biggest factors. So this is going to impact things a little bit, but it's going to be the same for both teams.
All right, thanks Coach.
Stacey.
There's a look at that wind, and already it's affected the kicker because they're going to hold the ball on the tee as Iowa won the toss and deferred. Daniel Murray set to kick away to Derek Williams and Chaz Powell. 5-4 Iowa, 9-0 Penn State. Here we go. Deep kick, and it'll drag Derek Williams to the back of the end zone. And he's going to throw on first down, maybe. And he's got to throw it in the dirt because he got leveled by Christian Ballard. Now they go into the shotgun spread offense with 3 wideouts for Clark on 2nd down and 10. The play fake. Here comes the pressure again, and he overshot his intended receiver. And he got planted again by Matt Crowell that time. So Darryl Clark has felt the presence of the front 4 of Iowa in 2 snaps. Matt Crowell and Mitch King are the guts of that Iowa defense, the 2 defensive tackles. They're both captains. And it's 3rd down and 10. Into a 22-mile-an-hour wind, as Bob is talking about. Play action. Clark's got pressure again. The ball is out. Iowa trying to cover it. Did they get it? It is Iowa ball, but not a touchdown. Adrian Claiborne forced the fumble, and Christian Ballard's got it.
Is that a fumble was recovered by Penn State. That ruling is being reviewed.
They have spotted it at about the 2-foot line, but we are waiting on the official review, and here comes the call.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. 4th down at the 1-yard line.
They're saying Penn State recovered that ball? Whoa. So Darryl Clark is the guy that recovered it. Didn't look that way to us. Here they come. He got it out of there. And it's fielded on the fly at the 35. Brodell inside the 25. So even though Iowa didn't get the ball deep in Penn State territory, they basically have it there right now. Let's take a look at our Best Buy Impact players for the Iowa Hawkeyes. We talked about Sean Green, who's had a sensational season, is going to have another big day today. Andy Brodell's got to make some plays. Just made a nice play on the punt return right there to give him good field position. And their leader on defense, Mitch King, along with Matt Crowell, those 2 inside tackles I talked about, and they're something to be reckoned with. So you couldn't ask for a better place to set up shop for Iowa at the Penn State 25 on their opening drive. Green cuts back inside the 20, and he's down for a first down at the 14. Green behind his blockers. 10, 5, forget it, touchdown. Sean Green just got on Brett Morse, his fullback's butt, and said, I'm following you. Get out of my way. 2nd down and goal. A 7-minute drive. Evan Royster back in at tailback. He's popped in the backfield, and he's dropped in the backfield. So if you're just joining us, Iowa scored on a 2-play drive. Sean Green from 14 yards out. They lead 7-0, but the rest of the quarter has been the guys in the white and blue. 18th play of the Penn State drive.
How often has Penn State been down here trying to score?
3rd down and goal. Royster hitting the backfield again. This time it's Carl Klug. You talk about playing defense and being out there for about 10 minutes. Kevin Kelly, 14 out of 17 on the year. He'll try from 24 yards away. Kelly's kick on the way, and it's good. Well, Penn State scored, but that's not what they wanted. And you got to give some credit, a lot of credit, to the Hawkeye defense. 2nd down and goal. Royster, the eye back now, gets the call behind the line, and he's in for the touchdown. Just followed Lawler, the fullback, number 33. There they are together. Penn State's in front. Does it perfectly. So Penn State adds to its lead, but there's only a one-play difference in this ball game despite the time of possession dominance. It's 13-7. Let's check in with Stacy.
Coach, what adjustments might you make offensively to keep your offense on the field more?
Well, you know, we didn't convert on 2 3rd and 3s. Outside of that, that's about all we've had. Our biggest thing right now is getting off the field on defense.
What adjustments do you make defensively, having said that?
Well, we're getting blocked right now, and that makes it tough. They're doing a good job blocking. That's where it all starts. You know, people haven't blocked us real well this year. The Penn State's doing a great job. We're going to have to get off blocks better and get to the football.
Thanks, Coach.
You saw that 2-time Coach of the Year both of those seasons. Iowa beat Penn State. Right now they're trailing at halftime 13-7. Play action. Stanzi throws it right to Penn State. Tyrell Sales, the linebacker's got an interception, and down at 9. The handoff to Royster, and he's hit the backfield for a loss. And they're going to bring pressure on Clark. And he's got to throw it quickly, and did, down to the 8-yard line to Butler. But it's not a first down. The snap was bobbled. They got the hold down, though. Nice job by Jeremy Boone. Bobbled a little bit, then got it up there for his kicker, and he knocked it in. Penn State takes advantage of the interception. They add 3 to their lead. 3rd down at 5. Stanzi loads, fires complete. It's a first down. Got it out to Johnson Koulianos. Nice play fake by Stanzi, throwing on the run. Got his man. Trey Strauss, and a first down, Iowa. Fires, caught. Johnson Koulianos again. 3rd down and long now for Iowa. Stanzi is going to go deep. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. Johnson Koulianos' 5th catch of the day. This one's good for a touchdown.
He's going to go down here and run a hook and go. He's going to beat Scarrato, number 7. He's going to go down, make the little stop, and go. Scarrato forgets about him. That was a 2-deep zone. Scarrato's got him deep.
Extra point is good. A lot of football left. But the gap is narrowed thanks to that guy. His 5th catch of the day. And this time he got wide open, and from 27 yards out, Ricky Stanzi pump fakes and says, I'm coming to you. 16-14, Penn State. Nessler, Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Stacey Dales, and a riled up 71,000 at Kinnick Stadium. It is 3rd down and 6, Penn State. Here they come. Clark in trouble. Throws it in the middle, and it's almost picked off by King.
It seems like Iowa is a nemesis for Penn State.
You remember you said the home cooking with Green. Well, those guys are all in green for Sean Green, who's got a first down at the 28-yard line. The ball is out. Fumble. Penn State's got it. Clark's going to move out into a wing position, and Derek Williams will take a direct snap again. He's going to try to follow his blockers. Williams, touchdown. Johnson Koulianos, the big play receiver today, is to the top of your screen. Stanzi's coming the other way, and he's got his tight end. First down at the 24 to Brandon Myers. Maybe go back to Sean Green. Sean Green. 1st and goal, Iowa. 1st and goal. Sean Green again to the right side. Did he get there? Touchdown. For those of you just joining us from the Oklahoma-Texas A&M Green game, Sean Green has just scored from 6 yards out to put Iowa within 3 with the extra point pending. The Hawkeyes trying to pull an upset of the third-ranked team in the country, and they're within striking distance now. He went over 100 yards with that carry. 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. Extra point is up and good. He's been the Iowa offense all year, and for the 13th time this season, he's found the end zone on the ground, and it couldn't have come at a better time or in a bigger moment. Here comes Sean Green. Don't go anywhere. We got a ball game going on in Iowa City. They've missed on their last 4 third downs.
Better hurry.
The crowd's going to come into it right here. Royster, he's not going to get anywhere near the first down.
Should have taken a timeout.
Boone will have to punt. This place is starting to rock. Oh, we just got that one away. And a flag is down. We might have running in or roughing the punter.
The question is, the guy that was roughing, did he get a piece of the ball? If he gets any piece of it, it's a block.
Roughing the kicker. Number 22 on the defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Wow, Colin Sandeman is the guy that tried to get the block. Number 22. There's going to be a great shot of it.
No, he never got the ball.
Turks Hawkeyes have lost 4 games this year by a total of 12 points.
Right.
Penn State has churned 4 minutes off that clock. We're down to 5:10 to play. Now Williams in trouble. You don't want to get too fancy here. A loss of a couple. Clark fires complete out to Deion Butler, and there's a flag down.
You got a holding penalty on Penn State, Brad.
Now it's 3rd and 24. Does Norm Parker serve up a blitz here or not? Clark down the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sash. Coming the other way. You got to figure that Kirk Ferentz is thinking right now, we're never going to get this thing back. This is 2-down territory at 3rd and 15, whether you're in your own end or not.
And don't forget about your tight end.
Well, both teams have 3 timeouts left.
As you look at our little yellow dashes up there, those are your timeouts. We mentioned it a couple of minutes ago.
Yep.
Losing close games. They've got a 2-pointer here, but they've got a chance. 3rd down and 15. Ricky Stanzi in the pocket, and now flushed out of the pocket. He's going deep, and his flag. We're going to have a pass interference on Penn State. Here comes the blitz. Stanzi fires complete. Myers has got it, and he's got the first down, I think. It'll either be a dream that lives on or a nightmare in Kinnick Stadium. Second down and 10. Stanzi complete. Johnson Koulianos has got it. 43 seconds, 42 seconds.
I think they feel comfortable in this area about kicking a field goal, Brad. I don't think they want to put it up. And that's why I think they're giving it to their number 1 guy. This is if you joined us late, he's 3rd leading rusher in the nation is Green.
3rd and 6. Stanzi rolls to throw. Complete. First down and out of bounds. Johnson Koulianos, his 7th catch of the day. Iowa, it's been a long time since they beat a top 5. They want to run one more play, try to get it in the middle of the field, use their last time out, and try to kick to win. Two tight ends. They'll want Sean Green to just put both arms around this thing. There he is. He actually took it to the right hash, a pickup of about 3. 6 seconds remaining and timeout. Remember the interception by Tyler Sash off of Darrell Clark led to this long drive. Time consuming. Down to the final 6 ticks. And now it all lands on the right leg of number 1. Daniel Murray, one of 7 players on this roster from this town of Iowa City. If he hits this field goal, he can run for mayor. And now Penn State's going to make him think about it a little bit longer. Timeout. With a 31-yard field goal attempt coming up. Our Chevrolet players of the game. Could you do any more than Derek Williams did today? 53 on the ground, including a rushing touchdown, and 43 on the receiving end of Darrell Clark's passes. And Sean Green, another 100-yard day, 2 touchdowns on 28 carries. In recognition of their efforts, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's general scholarship fund. Tyler Sash on an overthrown ball, getting the ball back for his offense. They took over at their own 29 with 3:46 left. And now they've got it down to 6 seconds. Penn State, number 3 in the country, hoping to not only play for the Big Ten title, but the national championship. And those dreams could die right here. Daniel Murray out of the hold of Ryan Donahue from 31 yards away. And you'll know in a moment if this one's good. High snap. Kick is on the way. It is good. Possibly shades of Texas Tech and Texas from a week ago. They're going to have to get everybody off. We've got 1 second left. The students realize that now, and they scatter for their respective end zones and sidelines because we've still got 1 play left. Daniel Murray. High snap. Donahue got it down beautifully. And then the euphoria. Ricky Stanzi, he likes it too. The penalty marker on the field against Iowa.
You know, Ness, from the time Stanzi, remember the fumble he had way back? From that time on, if you take a look at his stats, he became a different quarterback. He changed himself in this ball game and really did the job.
Joe knows 1 second or not that it's time to start heading to his locker room. That will be a sad one because the dream of a national championship is about set to die in 1 more tick of the clock.
They've lowered their expectations to a trip to the Rose Bowl. And that ain't so bad.
That certainly isn't so bad. Now the kick will have to come from the 15 because of the penalty. You know that Murray's going to try to squib this and keep it out of Powell and Williams' hands. And he does, and it's a line drive. And now the ball's in the air, and Iowa's got it, and Penn State has been upset by the Hawkeyes. Sometimes the smallest man can be the biggest hero. Daniel Murray is tonight. What a stunner. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get up in State College tomorrow to get their newspaper, and it might look like this. Penn State's now 9-1. Iowa is 6-4, and they are one happy group of Hawkeyes. So many close losses. Now a close win.
Anybody seen Stacy?
I hope she's all right.
Look at that field.
They haven't felt this good at Kinnick Stadium in a long time. And they haven't felt that bad on the Penn State side all year. That's the way it goes in November in college football. For Bob Greasy, Paul McGuire, Stacey Dales, I'm Brad Nessler. Final score. I hope you're not seeing things. Iowa 24, Penn State 23. Now let's go to the studio.